into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Let's go. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Jackson will throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab, it's Evans. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Evans. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Play of the period, 1st down here. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down and run. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
A little release to the back. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Complete downfield. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man in the middle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Hit as he throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his man, it's Bennett. And he'll be brought down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Jackson gonna throw it. Going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Mississippi State.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down. He throws one to the left. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Wants to throw it. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's in open space downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. He caught it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the comeback is on. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said is the most important thing. He keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he could do that.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. They'll try to get it through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Shakes off the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Handoff to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Jackson will throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
They booted away on fourth down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Finds a little space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Now the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Quick release by the QB. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Grove. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, he's gonna try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. defense. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On third down, going up top. Got a man. It's Harbor. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up at F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 8 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Quarterback making checks. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Glover. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The screen, he can go. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Right on the money. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. A little too much on that, but just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man, it's Croman Hope. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.